This is Classic Roblox, a simple block-style platform with dozens of games that you can play with your friends. And I, for one, think it's a lot better than whatever this is. So today, I'm gonna travel back in time and recreate 3 of the most iconic Roblox games to answer the question, is Classic Roblox better? Starting with Rocket Arena. Rocket Arena was created by Roblox in 2008. This game is as classic as you can get. Players are given rockets that they can use to defeat their enemies and blow up bridges around them. And that's pretty much how the game works. Now, I am not a builder, but fortunately for me, Roblox has made this game uncopylocked, which means I can just, borrow this map. And wow, look at that, we now have a map in our game. And now it's time to create the core gameplay mechanics. Now for all of these games, I want to keep that same classic Roblox feel while also adding some modern mechanics that I think are fun. So for Rocket Arena, I'm going to keep the same build style and gameplay loop, but the game is going to be first person, and I'm going to try to make a sliding system similar to the game Rivals. Now I don't know about you, but everything looks a little bit bland to me, so I'm going to start by spicing up the map a bit. I decided to start with the lighting. Now, I am no lighting expert, so I kinda just messed around with all the settings, wondering what I'm doing with my life. But I finally got it looking somewhat decent. Next, I decided to add some particles. And if you're wondering what particles are, they are relatively small or the smallest discrete portion or amount of something. In other words, they're just small pieces of stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, I put some particles on the lava, which made the whole thing feel a lot more alive. Now, there's one problem with this Rocket Arena game. We have Arena, but we don't have Rocket. So it's time to go make the rocket launcher. I decided to make the rocket launcher in Blender. Now, when it comes to Blender, I'm kind of an idiot. Well, that's kind of the same with anything, but I decided to give it a try anyway. I decided to take inspiration from this rocket launcher gear that Roblox had made all the way back in 2010, and after a while I got it looking like this. It's not the best, but it'll do for now. I imported the rocket launcher into the game and gave it some color. Now unfortunately, the old rocket launcher from this game doesn't work. Yes, Roblox's own code has gotten outdated, so I had to script the rocket launcher system from scratch. I made it so that whenever the player clicked the mouse, the script would clone the rocket and shoot it in the direction of the camera. It would then constantly check to see if there were any collisions, and if there were, it would blow up whatever it had touched. Now the system works fine, but it's not realistic at all. I mean, the rocket launcher is just floating in the air, and as a wise man once told me, if you got a floating rocket, you better go stop it. Yes, I know that doesn't rhyme. Sue me. Actually, wait, no, don't sue. So I decided to add some first-person arms just like all the other FPS games. I found this cool spring module on GitHub that made the first-person arms so much smoother, so I decided to go ahead and spring this into my game. Get it? Because I said spring. Then I made some animations and hooked them up to the arms, which made the entire system a lot more polished. Now there was one big problem with this system, and that was that your rocket could actually kill you. See, one of my favorite things about rocket launchers in video games is that your rockets won't kill you, so you can use them to launch across the map. And I decided to make this in my game too. The good news for me is this should be a piece of cake. Okay, I'm stupid. That took way longer than I thought it would. Basically, I had to script my own explosion system instead of using the Roblox one, because either it would kill all the players, including the player that shot the rocket, or it would kill none of the players. But after some time, I finally got it working. Then I added some sprinting and sliding, and I also found this camera bobbing script on the dev forum by Foxive. And with that, Rocket Arena is finished. Now it's time to move on to the next game. The next game on our list is A Pirate's Life. A Pirate's Life was created by Lando64000 back in 2009, and the game is pretty much exactly how it sounds. You and your friends are pirates, and there are 2 pirate teams that fight against each other, all while you look for buried treasure, unlock ships, and collect different weapons. Now, as you probably have figured out by now, I am a scripter and not a modeler, so I decided to use some models from the toolbox, just to save time as I worked on the game. For this game, I'm going to keep most of the same gameplay mechanics, but just modernize some of the weapons to make them feel a little better and more polished. The first weapon I made was the musket. Now the script for the musket was similar to the rocket launcher in Rocket Arena. Players would aim with their mouse and then click to shoot a bullet in that direction. Now the difference here is that the bullets would be affected by gravity, and whenever the bullet touched something, I would destroy it and make sure that it damaged any players that it hit. After that, I worked on the sword. For the sword, whenever the player clicked their mouse, it would create an invisible hitbox in front of the player. Then it would check to see if any enemies were inside of the hitbox, and if so, it would damage that enemy. And finally, for the cannon, I just took the same script from the musket, but just adjusted it a little bit to fit with the cannon. I also made the cannon cost 1 gold to shoot, just like the original game. Then I updated the weapons to give the players gold whenever they destroyed an enemy pirate. Oh, and I also added some animations to the weapons because animations are cool. And with that, the weapon system was done, but there's a big problem here. This map does not look anything like a pirate game. Oh yeah, that's because I still need to make the map. So I got straight to work on the map. Now I am not a builder as we've already established, so this map is not going to look very good. If there are any builders watching, feel free to leave a comment and let me know if you'd like to help out. After a bit of time, I finally finished the map, and I guess it looks decent. But this would not be a pirate game at all if you could not have a ship. So I imported this pirate ship from an asset pack on ShopDeHappy, I'll leave the link in the description, and got straight to work on scripting it. Now this is a tiny little pirate ship, so I shouldn't have any issues scripting this. What is going on? Bro, what is this? Okay, I may have had a little too much fun playing with the broken pirate ship. But after some fixing, I finally got the ship working just as intended. Then, to encourage players to save up gold for the ship, I made the water damage players so that they couldn't just swim all the way around the map. And with that, a pirate's life was finished. And that leaves one final game. One that we all know and love, Natural Disaster Survival. This game was created all the way back in 2008 and was actually just updated a week ago. Natural Disaster Survival is one of the most classic and most loved Roblox games on the platform, so I figured it was a good one to end off with. Now again, I am not a builder, so I decided to use the classic Crossroads map for this game. In total, I remade 3 different disasters, and the first one was meteors. For this, I had huge spheres fall from the sky, leaving a trail of smoke behind them. I scripted them so that whenever they hit the ground, they would create a huge explosion that would destroy all the parts and players around them. Now the next disaster is you not subscribing. Okay, I'm kidding, but if you're enjoying the video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you would take a second out of your day to subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I appreciate every single one of you who subscribes to the channel. Okay, now back to the video. The second disaster that I made was flooding. This was pretty much exactly like the original game. If the flood was chosen, it would start at the bottom of the map and rise slowly to the top as people tried to climb up on top of buildings. The last disaster I made was hail. When hail was chosen, it would turn the sky gray and rain little hail droplets from the sky. Then the script would shoot a raycast to detect if you were standing under anything, and if you were, you would be protected from the hail. And for a modern mechanic, I decided to add double jumping to the game with a front flip on the double jump. I also scripted a round system and added a lobby so that the game would continuously loop through and people could play multiple rounds. And with that, all 3 games were finished, but something huge was missing. See, as I watched YouTube videos of these classic Roblox games, I realized it really wasn't about the games after all. It seems that classic Roblox was more than just a video game. It was an entire platform to have a great time with friends, build relationships, and foster community. Classic Roblox wasn't a game. It was a place to create memories. Memories with friends that would last a lifetime, even after you grew up. So, I decided there was only one thing to do.
I think Carrot is hacking.
Carrot, get off the ship, bro. What is going on? Flippy, what'd you do? I'm gonna find you. Oh, there you are.
I'm gonna find you. Oh, there you are.
You just died, bro.
Why is Perry still in the game?
I don't know, but free kills.
Okay.
And you're basically a free kill anyway, so that's double free kills. I know, this was like my best build in 10 years.
Okay, well this boat seems to be very practical.
Wait, let me get on. No! So maybe classic Roblox is better than current Roblox. Or maybe we've just lost the community that we once had. Maybe we all love classic Roblox because it reminds us of simpler times. Maybe classic Roblox is a reminder to spend our time with our friends and those that we love. Maybe.
You die, apparently.
Yeah, you die. Wait, why does Pear have 10 million gold? Pear? Are you hacking?
Pear, are you hacking, bro?
Pear.
Perry, you should just launch like 99 million or
You
9
are
million.
the-
What the?
Oh, no.
Oh, my game is actually
Look, get on-
crashing right
Get
now.
on the mast.
We're
Wait.
about to see who has the strongest computer.
My game just crashed. Hey editor, add a bunch of really long words to the video so that Codebro has to pay you more. That's crazy.
Crazy.
I like reading it, just not when it's Skibbity Sigma Ohio Gigachad Rizzler whatever.
Editor, make sure to cut that and put it at the end.
No, editor, don't put that in. Editor, cut that.
Alright guys, we gotta go, bye. Yeah.